Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is really true, is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show on Hamilton Radio, guys. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass, guys, because 31 years ago tomorrow, I was a dumbass. But through the grace of God, I can honestly say now, 31 years later, tomorrow, I'm a smart ass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. Guys, I'm saying all that to say this. We've all had the worst all over the world last 2.5 years. And some made it and some have not. Even some family members of mine through addiction have not made it, and friends. So I want everyone out there to know that you're not alone. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free, okay? And guys, if you think my book can help someone, which I think it can save a life, I'm sure of it. You can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing. You can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's everywhere now. If you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me and let me know that as well, okay? So I want everyone out there to understand that we have to start looking at addiction differently. You are not powerless, not over anything, especially with God backing you up, okay? So I had to give it all to God, changed my life, and here I am today. 0 cravings. It's possible, okay, guys? Having said that, I have a really cool guest with us tonight, okay? Yes, that's right. All the way from Greece, man, okay? STAVROS BATRAS. I hope I said your name right. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm really glad that I made it to your show.
So, did I say your name okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, you are a comedian, actor, impressionist. I mean, you've got it all. You know what we're going to do? Let's give them a little treat. Give them one impression, and then we're going to talk about your story a little bit.
Now that I see myself on camera, I think that I need a little bit shaving, so... Much better.
Wait, what? That was pretty cool. Listen, guys, I have not heard anything about him, to be honest with you. I'm kind of winging it today because I wanted to be impressed and shocked, and it just happened. How did you do that?
With my mouth.
All right, so tell everyone a little bit about you. Come on, I want you to get everything out there, and then we'll have you do a few more impressions.
Okay, well, I'm from Greece, as you already heard. I'm 26 years old. I studied acting at Adler Academy. I studied stand-up comedy right before the pandemic started, unfortunately. I hope to be in LA maybe September, October, somewhere between there. Comedy and acting was always my passion since I was a kid. I remember myself and all my teachers saying that, you know, one day you'll become an actor or a comedian. I always dreamt to be on big stages and make people laugh. But due to bullying, let's say, I didn't chase my dream. Other kids were, I don't know, so mean to me because they thought that being a stand-up comedian is not a real job. You know, I'm from a small city in central Greece, Karvitsa.
I have to interrupt you. I do. I'm sorry. My father was from Italy, okay? Came here when he was 13. He's gone now. Been gone 5 years. He would tell me stories. They didn't bully you because they didn't think that what you were doing was a good job. They were jealous. You have to know that. They wish they could have done what you were doing. That's what happens. And bullies are bullied. So hurt people, and I feel bad for the bullies as well, especially when they're children, because they learn it somewhere. So they were jealous. Now continue. I just had to say that.
Where was I? Oh, that I didn't chase my dream due to this. And also, when I was growing up, my parents were like, don't be an actor, don't be a comedian, there's not much money, how are you going to make ends meet? And so I chose their way, you know, study, go to school, write exams, go to the university. So I wrote at the exams almost 15 out of 20. I passed at the economics
Okay.
at Volos University. I followed that university for 1 year and a half. I always had at the back of my head that, you know, what would happen if, what if? And then one day, as I was, you know, chilling with my friends, they said, you know, why don't you post all these funny things that you say to us and all these impressions, you know, to your Instagram? And I was like, I don't know how to handle my Instagram back then. I only had 3 followers, I think, my mother, my brother, and my dog. So they said, okay, we'll shoot you, your video, and you just upload it. Okay. And so it happened. I started uploading the videos, and day after day, I got more messages from big pages. You know, we need your video to upload it. We need your video to upload it because it's funny. And then slowly I started gaining followers, and also gaining followers that mean something to me. I mean, Greek actors starting following me. They wanted to see how I could perform. And then I think half a year later came a message from a mayor of city in Athens, and told me that I've heard lots of good stuff from you, and we're putting up a fest here, so I need you to come to Athens and perform. I was like, oh, no. I can't perform. It's a whole other thing having my phone here and say a funny thing, because if I don't say the way I want, I can raise a video and go from the start. I don't know. I said him that I'm just too scared. I've never performed, and now you're telling me to perform in front of 1,000 people, 500 people. I don't know. He said, don't worry, there'll be 2 more professional comedians. They'll help you out. I was like, let me think about it. and I'll answer you in a few days. So I contacted the two other comedians, and they told me that don't worry, if they see anything go wrong, they'll just come on stage and
Fix it.
yeah. So I call him and I say, okay, we've got a deal. I'll come.
Yes.
And so I went. When I saw all these crowds, I thought, what am I gonna do now? What's going on here? Anyway, I got on stage, and for the first 6 minutes, everything went okay. But then, I don't know, something happened and words just didn't come out of my mouth, maybe from stress. But the comedians that were there noticed that, and they came to save me.
Your rescue.
Yeah. They came to the rescue, and they rescued me. But when the whole fest finished, the mayor told me that you're very good. Hope to see you again next year, maybe.
Okay, wait, hold that thought. Wait, hold that thought, because I don't want to forget. So when they came to your rescue, did they make it seem like that was part of the thing?
Yeah.
All right, good. Continue. So now the mayor said you were very good.
Yeah, they said, it's his first time. It makes sense to not stop. So that happened on May. Yeah. And on September, there was the hugest, how can I say it, festival, let's say, in Greece. It's called Digital Expo.
Okay.
Expo. And they wanted me also to perform there. I was like, what's going on? Last year, I couldn't find tickets for myself to watch the show, and now the ones that run the show want me to be there. That happened in a year. It's amazing. And also after that, I had 5 minutes on stage. I wasn't scared at all. Everything went well. But then on February, there was another festival that contacted me to be there. It's called Gameathlon. That's also in Athens. Everything went pretty good there too. And after that, I got another invitation from Color Day Festival, the biggest festival that happens in summer.
Okay.
In Greece. It's with colors. You throw colors to one another.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like fun. And when all these festivals were over, I said, well, you didn't expect all these things, Stavros. It happened without you even trying to.
Oh my
God. It just came naturally. So why don't you try to level up? You don't have nothing to lose. So why don't you try and go to a worldwide position? I don't know. I was very eager to do that big step. But the moment that I said, okay, now we go, the pandemic started. That's not so bad because due to the pandemic, lots of shows happened on Zoom, happened on Clubhouse, happened on lots of other apps virtually. So I had the chance to perform in wherever country I wanted to. So the first message that I had was from Lakeside Theatre in England.
Okay.
to perform there virtually. And so I did. I did my performance in English, of course. And everything went more than amazing.
Did you get paid for that?
No, no,
Okay, okay.
no. Just the exposure.
Gotcha. Yes.
I think that I'm much better at the English stand-up comedy than the Greek. Anyway, after that, from that exposure, I met other comedians from England, and I performed at shows that they told me that they'd offer good exposure, not money. And that at that stage of my career, I needed the exposure.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I met a girl, I think Christine was her name, and she told me that she liked my show and to talk to that fan. That fan is the winner of the NBC Last Comic Standing.
What is her last name? I know a lot of the people.
Christine Knowlton, I think.
Okay, I'm not sure. I have to check.
Yeah. She's not famous, Christine.
Okay.
But she was in a show with that fan.
Okay, okay.
That fan is really famous. He was at Hawaii 5-0.
Oh,
And he also won the NBC Last Comic Standing.
gotcha.
And I was like, well, I could try to contact him, and I've got nothing to lose. I contacted him. I sent him a video of my performance, and he wanted me in his show. That was very. I didn't expect that at all. I thought he'd say, okay, yeah, I'll see your video, and he'll never respond. But he saw it. I did perform at his show 4 times. And from that point, everything, went from mouth to mouth, from mouth to mouth. I started performing in other shows with people I thought I'd never been able to perform. I mean, I performed with the guy who won the Britain's Got Talent show with Axel Blake. As I said, with that fan. And after the last show with that fan, there was a girl, Denise Wilkelman. Sorry if I can't say the last name correctly. And told me you should try out Chocolate Sundays for sure. I was like, what's Chocolate Sundays? She sent me the Instagram profile. It's one very famous comedy club in Los Angeles. It's called Chocolate Sundays, and it offers it gives the opportunity to comedians to have 5 minutes on a virtual stage in order to perform. And if the audience who sees the show votes for them, then they have the chance to have their own show at Laugh Factory, the most famous in the whole world. And she told me, I sent them my video and my performances, and they answered me 8 months ago that they want me. And I said, okay, let's send them the video. You've got nothing to lose. Let's go. I sent them the video last December. Yeah, December. And I got an email from them from February. And I was like, what's going on? She told me it would take 5-6 months to respond. And now I've got an answer in less than 2 months. And they told me, you've got a date to perform the 24th of August. So in 4 weeks, I got this performance that's going to be a very big step in my career.
So, Stavros, that's pretty incredible based on the fact that you really just started. This is amazing. God is so good because, listen, you're doing what you want now. You're doing what you want to do.
Yes.
I want to read a poem for you. I want to read a poem out of my book because this one is called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. That's exactly what you're doing. And I am a huge promoter of that because I, too, went the opposite of what my Italian, hardworking family expected of me, okay? So I want to read this because everyone out there should follow their dream. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used. God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. So once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, but not just for the money, to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, Stavros, your name will live forever, forever and a day. Go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is your reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. Make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what you're doing, kiddo. That's what you're doing.
Amazing one.
So everyone should be following their dreams, right?
Yes, for sure.
Give everyone a little more of your impressions, your voice, whatever you do. Let's see.
All the other voice impressions that I do are from Greek
okay.
Actors, so they won't know the voices.
I don't care.
So we'll just go with the Facebook like button.
Okay.
That's like.
So, all right, let me ask you something. All right. So it's obvious you're incredible with your voices, with your sounds. Is that your favorite thing to do?
No, I wouldn't say it. I'd say that they're like more, they complete, let's say, when I have to say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your normal daily life, okay? You're hanging out at home, and your parents are getting on your nerves. Do you do that stuff?
Yeah, I always did that stuff. I remember one day, my mother was saying, clean the window, clean the window, clean the window. And I was like, okay, I'll clean the window. And she had her back. She didn't face me. And when she wasn't looking, I was like,
Did she know it was you?
yeah. She knows that I do all these impressions.
See, that's great. I love sarcasm and I love humor, and I grew up in an incredibly sarcastic home, and it was great. And so I wish I could have done the things you've done. Forget it. Forget about it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I wish I could have done the things you've done. When you were growing up, who were some of your idols? We may not know them, right? They were all from Greece?
I can't say that I had idols because when you see someone really, really famous on screen and on camera, you never know what's going when the lights are off.
You're right.
So I don't know what's the situation in the US, but here there are lots of actors that really made me laugh. But in the last 2 years, there's so many scandals. Some of them were rapists.
Oh.
Some of them, said, I'm this famous actor. I can do whatever I want. So I don't know. I was always careful from my small age,
Okay.
not to look up to someone if I don't really, really know him.
How old are you?
26.
You do not talk like you're a 26-year-old. Someone 60 might say that, not 26 years old. Okay, I'm very impressed even more now. So, all right, Stavros, you have the mic. What else is it that you would like everyone out there to know?
I'd like to add to the fights with my mother.
Oh, yes,
You know,
please.
all the mothers, I think, whenever I went out, she told me, wear your jacket and with a zipper, not to get cold. Okay, I'll do it. I didn't, of course. And so there was a moment that I went out without having a jacket. And she shouted, where's your jacket? You don't have it on. And I went there and tell her, look, there's my jacket. You can't see it, but I just zipped it.
How do you do this? Oh, my gosh. All right,
Yeah.
then I have a question about that.
Okay.
How old were you when you started doing this crazy stuff? And how old were you when you realized you could? You know what I mean? We all do silly things when we're little, but when was that aha moment for you?
The first impression that I could do, I think, was the zipper that I did right now. And after that, I don't know, I heard the noises, I heard the sounds, and my ear was like a translator and told me what to do with my mouth and my tongue. There was a situation when I was out with my friend and he was with a girl that he liked. And it was just the three of us in a very, there was no much sound around us. We were like sitting there. I was like, talk to her. But he didn't, and we just sat, the three of us. And so I did, the cricket.
So go ahead. Oh my gosh.
I said, come on, people, come on. I started doing that sound, and they were like, what? How can you do sounds like this?
I have a question for you. You obviously know who Greg Morton is, right?
No, what?
You obviously know who Greg Morton is.
Greg Morgan?
Morton.
No.
Okay. I have homework for you.
Okay.
So I had the honor of interviewing him. Okay? I love him. He's an African-American gentleman that was on AGT, and he does voice impressions and voiceovers and sounds and, I mean, craziness. One of the greatest. You have to, I'm going to send you his link. You have to check him out, Greg Morton. You will freak out, kid. You will freak out. Okay?
Okay.
You will freak out. So, have you met any famous, or have you been in contact with any famous impressionists from America?
From with impressionists, no,
Okay.
just with comedians, stand-up comedians and actors.
Okay, okay. So who was, I know this is a hard question to answer, but I don't care who we are and who they are. We always have that one person that just wowed us, no matter, and it's not going to take away from anyone else. Who was that one person that wowed you that you got to interact with or talk to or meet or whatever?
I think that would be Paul Versi and David Almond.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very famous stand-up comedians. They've got their stand-up comedy specials on Netflix, and they're honestly amazing. And I'm so honored to have met them.
It's amazing. So before we close the show, what else is there that you would like to share with everyone? I don't want you to feel like you didn't say something you should have said. You have the mic. It's yours.
Oh, I led another fight that happened quite recently.
Give us a few of those. Those are the best.
There was, I tried to cook, but it didn't end up really well because the kitchen was messed up. You know the thriller It with the clown?
Wait, say that slowly. What?
The thriller It with the clown?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Pennywise?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. When I did all this mess in the kitchen, and my mother, I saw from the corner of my eye, it was, you know, when right before Pennywise came. Do you remember the sound?
Go ahead. I will when you do it. So, listen, I'm cracking up. You're really good. But I'm really cracking up because I'm picturing you with your mother, because me and my brother tortured our parents with jokes and sarcasm. Nothing like that. But I'm picturing it, and I'm like, this is so great. Give me another one, something.
I don't know. What else?
What about with your dad? Did you ever do anything to him?
No.
Would he slap you?
What?
Why would he slap you?
Probably. He's more like a serious gentleman.
Yes.
He doesn't tolerate jokes, and so he's more serious.
Well, let me ask you about now. Right about now, are they behind you with all this? Are they supporting you with this? Are they happy you're finally pursuing it?
Yes, right now they're very happy. They are so glad that I'm following my dreams. 2 years ago, we had our fights. There was lots of bad things happening. For this time, I did 2 or 3 jobs in order to make ends meet. But I think that was the point that they realized, you know, he's serious. He really wants to do that.
So I'm going to share something bittersweet with you that you'll get, okay? It's funny on one hand, but so my dad was amazing. He was from Italy, like I said, and came here at 13 alone on that boat to meet an uncle he never met before and didn't even know the language, to be able to work. And then eventually the entire family came, a beautiful family. They all were hardworking people. But I'm going to use the word black sheep of the family. You know, I'm an artist. I love color. I used to drive him crazy. He owned a painting company. And I used to have beauty salons back in the 80s and 90s. And whenever I changed the salon colors or the outside of my homes, one time the outside of my house was pink, purple, and turquoise. My father had to bring his men for a week every day and pay them, and he would go crazy, but he would do it for me. But he would pull his hair out of his head, okay? Well, when I was going to art school, he said, all right, I don't understand it, but all right. So I went to art school in 1979. Now, we grew up in New York, but we moved to New Jersey when I was in 7th grade. But I went to art school in New York. And I had to live with my nonna, his mother, and she didn't speak English. Well, my portfolio was in my bedroom when I went the next day to school to painting class. The day before was drawing class. Now, I'm going way back, kiddo. So this is 1979. Things were very different. We had to draw naked people. Okay, we had to. Well, we had to draw naked body parts is what we had to do. My nonna went through my portfolio, and I walk in the door, and she's on the phone screaming in Italian to my father, pointing at the penises and the boobs and the vaginas. And I'm screaming, no, Dad, it's my homework, it's my homework. So I grab the phone, I'm like, she can't rip it up. And he said, all right, Ma, relax. So my dad had to come the next day and tell her, you can't rip this stuff up, you know, but I used to drive my parents crazy. So I'm on the same page with you, and the good part is, they do get to a point, if they love us unconditionally, that they accept it and they back us up. And I'm so happy that happened for you.
I'm happy to.
So how would you like to close today's show? What would you like to say?
I'd like to say to the people that they should always hunt their dreams, because they don't really... Nobody else knows your true potential but you. Don't you ever hear anyone that says, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. Only you, and only you know your true potential. You're the one that truly knows what can do. So don't ever listen to anyone and hunt your dreams.
So you are 110% right. I love what you just said. Everybody listening, please listen to him. Okay, follow your dreams, guys. Look at this guy. He's doing it, and look, okay? You ever get out to the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, or PA, you better let me know, mister, okay? You better let me know, okay? Because we will.
I will.
We will meet, okay? You are always
Okay.
welcome back. Listen, it was an honor. You honored me today. You are an
Wonderful.
awesome guy. You have an incredible smile. You have an incredible heart. And tell your family I said hello, okay? Because they're beautiful.
Okay.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ruben, take
Thank
us
you,
out,
too.
baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.